So Honda started with motorcycles first,
Yes.
but this is the first example of a vehicle sold in the U.S.
Exactly. This is the N600, and it was sold in 1970. It was sold in the U.S. and in Hawaii, and actually it was very popular in Hawaii because of the high fuel costs, and this got very good mileage. In the U.S. it did well, but it was still a little small for the U.S. market in 1970. It was an air-cooled engine, so about 40 horsepower. Of course, our background was in motorcycles with air-cooled engines, so this was was applied to the first vehicles. As we learned more about the American market and what its needs were, we went to a Civic with a water-cooled engine. Much improved and a little larger package.
What about interior luxuries? Were there any?
You know, it's odd. This, not particularly on this car, but the interior luxuries at that time in 1973 when the Civic came out were reclining seats, which really weren't available on domestic vehicles. And then all the, kind of creature comforts in terms of a coin box and things like that began showing up in the Civic and on to the Accord for more of a packaging, effort.
Our idea of luxury amenities have changed quite a bit from reclining seats. Now we want technology.
Exactly.
It's incredible.
Exactly.
All right, so this is our first look at a Honda hatchback, isn't it?
Yes, it is. This is a Z600. And instead of a sedan with a trunk, it went to a hatchback, a little sportier. Some bright colors were around at that time. And it also was very fuel efficient and air cooled as well.
Can you talk a little bit more about the colors? Because we see some of these occasionally, but this was more common in the 70s.
You know, I asked our designers about that. I said, what happened? They were these bright colors in the 70s and so forth. And, now it's a little bit more sophisticated. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what happened. This was a personal car, not a family car, not a huge investment. As cars became more of an investment, the consumer got a little more conservative, and the colors were more conservative.
I think this is fun, though.
I love it. Everybody loves this color.
It's got a lot of personality to it. Now, the Z600, not a huge success for Honda, because that was coming, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. We were just getting our feet wet in the automobile market. We had been, at this time, fairly successful in motorcycles, so cars were coming along, and we were finding what the taste was for the U.S. market.